Hello, and thank you for coming to today's introduction to the Symposium for University Research and Creative Expression, or SOURCE. A quick reminder that SOURCE is a university-wide event that happens at Central Washington University that encourages students at all levels to present research, scholarship, and creative works. This is an activity that is put together by the OUR. This is an office that previously was referred to as the Office of Undergraduate Research. We are now in the process of transitioning our name to the Office of University Student Research because we want to make sure it's very clear that all students, regardless of undergraduate, graduate student, or other affiliations with Central, have the opportunity to participate in SOURCE and also benefit from things like our OUR grants for research and creative projects, as well as our other professional development activities. We want to make sure all students know that we are available for them. Who are we? Currently, the OUR office has two staff working there. There's myself. I am Dr. Brandy Wiegers. I'm the Office of University Student Research Director, and I am also a faculty member in the mathematics department. And then we are joined by our new administrator, Stephanie Parker, who will be working with us in spring 2022. In addition to our office, soon we'll be hiring a graduate student, and we also have a whole entire committee of faculty and staff across Central that support the SOURCE event happening every single year. So please reach out to any of us if you have questions about the event. We would all look forward to supporting you and your students' participation in any of these events. That said, SOURCE, although it's been happening for many years, has also been an event that we've had a lot of new students and a lot of new faculty. So it's an event that we want to take and reintroduce to our students and faculty. So if you have never heard of SOURCE before, I'm going to encourage you to take and go to our YouTube page, and you will find a 6.5-minute introduction to SOURCE. This is something that could get played to students as you're talking about how to incorporate their work, their end of the year projects as a SOURCE presentation, or it could be played at a department meeting so that new faculty have a chance to take and hear about SOURCE. Either way, hopefully that introduction will be helpful for you. This presentation is put together really for the administration and faculty that have participated in SOURCE for several years, and we want to hear about all of the new things that we have going on this year. So let's focus on that. What does SOURCE 22 look like? Well, for the last 2 years, we've been virtual, and prior to that, we were in person. So as we've head into 2022, our goal is to create a hybrid experience with both virtual and in-person presentation options. There's a couple of details that you probably want to hear about. So let's start off with, all presentations will have a virtual option. So there will be in-person oral presentations that will be live streamed, and also online poster presentations. The in-person presentations will happen on May 18th and May 19th in the Cirque building in Ellensburg campus. These will be 10-minute traditional talks with 5 minutes of questions and answers between presentation. And at the same time, something that will allow us to be virtual, we are going to live stream these at the same time. So that means students at our centers or parents, guardians, neighbors, partners would all have a chance to take and log in and see students presenting this particular information and really be more engaged, similar to what we've experienced in this virtual environment. We're excited for our alumni, for our faculty, for our families to all be involved in these presentations. In addition, similar to the last 2 years, we'll have poster presentations that are 4 to 10 minutes long and pre-recorded. In the last several years, we've shared these presentations via our YouTube page, and we would look forward to doing that again. But we're also considering having a Gather Town type event where people will be able to view those posters and ask the poster presenters question. Our thanks to Dr. Navarre and the McNair program as we try to take and pull that component together. But what you can hear, hopefully, is that throughout all of these options, you will have a chance to take and have students present Even if they aren't on Ellensburg campus, they would be able to log in and present during the live stream event. And our students, for example, our student teachers are in a situation where they often can't come to campus because they are student teaching. So our students that have other opportunities that they need to be in for spring would still have a chance to take and present at Source. So that's going to be how we take and change our presentation during a hybrid conference. Number 2 is changes in the application process. This is separate from it being hybrid, but also just changes that are happening this year. So we have a new form. This was a requirement since campus is moving away from the embedded forms towards Microsoft forms. With that new form, we want to make sure everyone can see the information they need to submit. So we've put together a summary of the information that you need to submit on this link, preparing your abstract. And I've made a video that walks you through the whole entire submission process, again, around 5-6 minutes, that allows you to take and see the full entire form before you were required to take and submit that. As always, please feel free to email us questions, but we thought overall this would be a way for you to be able to take and see all of that submission information prior to you having to take and submit an abstract. In addition to there being a new form, we have 2 other changes that we've seen for student presentation applications. First, students will either select peer review or discipline-based judging to get individual feedback for their presentations. So in the past, students have all received at least 2 professional judgings of their presentations. These were done by community members, faculty members, as well as professional alumni. But it is something that not all of our students have actually wanted. All of the students in this presentation are students that, in fact, worked with me over the years. And so we've talked with each other over the years, and sometimes these students just want to have feedback from their colleagues in that moment. Just the practice of saying this work out loud is really what we want professionally to get out of that experience. And other times, hearing the chance to get that professional judged feedback is really going to take and change how they approach the research. And so we want each student to be able to make that decision about their presentations. At the same time, we encourage students to talk with their project mentors so that they have the best fit and that their project mentors know which they are planning to select. And talking about mentors really leads us to the 3rd change in the application process. Because we made the change to Microsoft Forms, mentors will no longer take and need to approve the submitted presentations. It means that we assume mentors will have worked with the presenters to prepare the submitted abstracts in a publication-ready form prior to submission. We are setting it up. We plan to take and forward to the mentors the actual submitted applications, and we anticipate that mentors will review that email. But before the submission process happens, it should have the mentors look over it. In other words, we want faculty and staff looking at the presentations, abstracts, prior to submission, not waiting for that application to come in, and then using that to take and make adjustments. Please try to work with your students before it's submitted to make those adjustments. That said, I definitely have had several times that you hit the form and then that's when you see the typo. As always, we would welcome you to contact us and we would be able to take and make adjustments on a case-by-case basis. We're just asking that we move that process away from that being the standard and move it towards something that happens just on occasion. Okay, so we've talked about how the presentations are going to look. We've talked about the changes in the application process. The last change we need to talk about is how we are going to do recognition. You may or may not know that Source has several different awards where we take and recognize students' work. First, there is Student Presentation Awards. 10% of all participants will take and receive awards based on faculty and community feedback. And in addition, of those presented awards, we will select a Graduate Scholar of the Year, an Undergraduate Scholar of the Year for Research, and an Undergraduate Scholar of the Year for Creative Expression. We want to make sure all of those students are recognized. Additionally, we want to recognize faculty mentors who are awarded from collaboration with the United Faculty of Central. We actually have an award for Faculty Mentor of the Year, as well as the library has a resource award for how students take and have used source projects, the libraries and their resources for their source projects. Last year, we really felt like those who won really didn't get the recognition because it was sent out as an email and it sort of happened at the end of school. And we really want to move away from that. So what we have decided for going forward is that we will have the award ceremony about 2 weeks after source. It'll be a live stream event, which again will let grandparents, families, neighbors be able to take and see the award ceremony. Award winners will be notified ahead of time and encouraged to attend. So again, trying to make sure that it's not just the people that are around, but really family, friends have a chance to take and check out these awards, and really making sure that each of those students get the individual recognition for their hard work. In addition to take and recognize previous winners, we're going to ask 2021 award winners to come back and actually give us a quick speech, a quick update. And for those people that are able to attend in person, there will be cookies and joy rather than a banquet, a sit-down banquet, which is what has happened in the past. So we've made quite a few changes as we've moved ourselves back to being in person. There is a summary of these changes in the publicity that's gone out. And you're seeing a summary of this all up here right now. We've changed our presentations, we've changed our application process, and we've changed our award ceremony. I hope that you can see that these changes are for the best, and I hope that you can see that these changes still involve a lot of the central community needing to participate. So we are giving you all this information today because we need your help. We need students to take and present. We need students to watch the presentation. And we are going to need moderators and judges from faculty and staff to take and support these events. In the past, it's really been pushed that faculty should cancel both days so students can go to all of the presentation. I know for myself as a faculty member, trying to take and cancel those 2 days of class would just not be possible. That said, I would really encourage people in departments as we announce the schedule and we see that everyone in math is presenting at 10. Can we go at 10 to take and watch those presentations? Can we live stream from our classroom? If we have all these poster videos that are pre-recorded, can we take and start each class during the week with a different one of those poster presentations so that our younger students have a chance to hear about the amazing work that our seniors and our graduate students are doing? Can we work that into our classroom so that the hard work that our students are doing to put together these presentations are things that we can share to inspire other students? If you can help me out with that, if you can help me make sure that students are giving presentations and listening to the presentations, in exchange, I'm going to help put this together, this event, where we have resources online and how-tos. Those videos are available about how to write an abstract, how to make a presentation, how to make an oral presentation or a poster presentation. We are going to have bi-weekly office hours at 1 o'clock to talk about abstracts, to talk about presentations, how to record, how to do oral presentations. And we will have a staff of us watching the email, watching the website, and just making sure everyone has the most up-to-date information possible. So I hope that you were able to take and join us. I hope that you were able to share this information with your community. And if there is at any point that we can take and provide you more support, please let us know. We're happy to take and talk with anyone that has questions about this. Thank you very much and have an awesome day.